If your abuelita, your grandmother, could heal anything with Vicks or a cup of tea, and she always knew when somebody was lying, well, this video is about you. Hi boo, it's me, your medium bestie, the Death Fairy, certified death doula, and your spirit guide to the other side. Ding! Whether you grew up hearing family stories or you have no idea where you came from, instinct is instinct. That deep knowing, that ancestral intuition, psychic gifts passed down through your lineage, your blood, your soul, even if nobody called it that. And wait until you hear the last sign, because it's the one that people miss most often, but it's the one that changes everything. So many people come to me saying, I think I have a gift, but where does it come from? And I always ask, what did the women in your family know without saying a word? Or if you've never met them, what does your gut know, even if you can't explain it? Spirit connection isn't always candles and crystals. Sometimes it's dreams that come true, like a premonition. Or it's that gut feeling that is always right. If you're feeling that now, you might not be the first to have it, but you might be the first to speak it out loud. And if this already sounds like your grandma, mama, or auntie, please leave a heart in the comments so that I know that I'm not alone. When I look back at my own family and even the families of clients I've worked with, these patterns show up again and again. The little clues that tell you that this gift didn't just appear out of nowhere. Here are 3 signs that your abuela or anyone in your soul family was tuned in. Number 1, rituals weren't called rituals. Maybe she waved an egg around your body to clear bad vibes, or she swept the floor in a certain direction, or maybe she hung garlic around the door to ward off mal de ojo, or the evil eye, or burned herbs, not because it's witchy, but because it worked. That was just everyday energy work or brujeria that was disguised as household habits. Number 2, trusted inner knowing. Some people call it intuition, or some call it a gut instinct, but whatever you call it, it's that clear knowledge of what you know is true. Maybe it was a relative who knew someone's character within minutes of meeting them, or it was an auntie who refused to go somewhere without knowing why, later realizing it was a good idea she didn't go. Here's a story from my own family. My great-grandmother saw the spirit of her murdered son. She was grieving her son, who was 17 at the time, who was murdered at the park, and the bad guy was never caught. And as she was sitting on her bed, crying, hoping to see her son just one more time, just to hold him, just to hear his voice, he appeared next to her on the bed to comfort her, to give her love and support. And while the story is very tragic, it's also very beautiful how her son showed up to her in physical form to comfort her. And my heart goes out to my great-grandmother, who is also in spirit and is one of my spirit guides. This is not a coincidence, it's connection to spirit. Number 3, they protected their knowing. This one is the one that most people miss. Many of our ancestors hid their gifts to survive colonization, religion, and fear. Women especially learned to stay quiet because being called a witch could mean exile, banishment, or even death. I have a lot of these past lives where I'm called a witch, and there's this one that just is so strong. I am in this circle of people being stoned to death, and it is horrific. I can't shake that. And I really feel like this is why right now in this lifetime, it's hard for me to come out as someone who's like a medium or, anything witchy, because of all the lives I've had being called out, not fitting in, being ostracized, killed. It's awful and gross. And we hold on to these without realizing it. So, like I said, it doesn't have to be a direct bloodline. It's somebody who was in your soul family, a previous life, a previous incarnation of what happened. So these women, they protected their knowing. They passed it down in whispers, in little harmless household rituals, so they could still practice what they believe without being labeled a witch. And if you don't know your ancestors at all, maybe you were adopted or your family history is a mystery, it's still within you, that inner knowing. Whatever you either came from, you can still carry that wisdom. Spirit doesn't just pass gifts through your bloodline, it passes it through your past experiences or your soul family. It's been sitting quietly in your DNA or in your soul memory, just waiting to be accessed again. Reclaiming your spiritual path might feel brand new, but it's just a memory waiting to be awakened. Spirit connection is your birthright. You don't need permission, you just need to remember. If you're starting to notice signs, or you pick up on energy, or you're exploring your family lineage or your own instinctual knowing, I would love to guide you. I offer one-to-one sessions where we map your gifts, your patterns, and your personal connection to spirit. The link's in the description. Book your session and let's do this together. If you like this video, watch this video on mediumship next to learn more about what it means to be a medium. And of course, hit subscribe because we're just getting started. Spirit is calling. Are you ready to answer?